like, sorry, I don't have time for you.
One second, I don't think the Christians should have kept the law, right? Like the Jews have laws for states. So, what do you guys think about that?
I mean, we still have it. It's just we have the law of Christ, right? So it's a different thing.
Yeah, so if you read this movement that I posted, it says this. Various ideas regarding the origin of this law exist, but following ones that have developed as early civilizations grew and a less well-established system for retribution of wrongs, feuds, and vendettas threatened the social fabric. Despite having been replaced with newer modes of legal theory, lexicalian systems served a critical purpose in the development of social systems. The establishment of a body whose purpose was vernacular.
Shut the fuck up! Nobody gives a fuck! Fuck Donald Trump!
Say it again. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, I'm okay with the Donald Trump part. Yeah, no, just the Donald Trump. Just the Donald. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. I fuck with Donald. Just fine. Yeah, fuck Donald. Fuck Donald Trump. Taking the trans out of school.
He's doing America's. He's doing God's work. Getting rid of him. He's doing God's work.
Yeah, I can agree with that, but that's
So not that they're removing trans from the schools. You would you're all for homosexuality, bro, right now. Like, what
Is anyone opposed to me kicking Chris?
No, I don't want to kick me because I have an opinion about homosexuality.
Because you're annoying and dumb. Many reasons. Yay!
I may have the same opinion about homosexuality. God damn, I know how to express it.
Did you guys see all this shit happening last night with the correspondence dinner thing? There's like
they're Trump assassination types.
I think it's the fourth actually, because everybody forgets there was this one in the first term where a guy like tried to run up on stage, but it was like I don't think he was president. I think it was before he was president. They probably just don't prove that one.
Yeah, I was looking into it a little bit this morning. Apparently, it could be up to the sixth attempt, like depending on how broadly you define an attempt.
Right. Yeah.
and these attempts always happen before big events or things that he wants them to happen.
Hello. It just goes to show you that if 10 people were armed with pistols, they could change the world. Hello?
So anyway, it's this guy apparently was like a teacher or something. He had like a mechanical engineering degree. He was going for some like master's. I don't know. It's like really, this one's actually pretty odd. It's an odd guy, and he didn't die. He's alive. So
that's what makes me think it was a stunt. Like law enforcement in this country is quick to pull the trigger, and this guy's still alive.
Not in a crowded room like that, though. They don't want to start. I mean, there were shots fired, of course, but I don't think that anybody in that room wanted to start firing because there were just so many people around.
He's still alive. I read that he was dead on the scene.
No, that was a misreport early on. He is not dead. There's images of him like on the ground in handcuffs and stuff, and they have the guy. Alan Cole, like something like that is his name.
It seems like you'd never believe anything you hear in the first like 48 hours after these news stories.
How many times
that one was that one was CNN misreporting it within like an hour.
How many times do you think that script was practiced? The whole scenario. The script from the dinner.
The script? Wait, what?
What do you think? You don't think it was staged?
I mean, no, not really.
What?
I don't know. It's kind of a dumb. Why would he do it? Like, why? It doesn't seem to help him much, to be honest with you. Just, I don't even know how it's a good book in any way for Trump.
I survived. I won. That's how Trump sees the whole thing.
Look at how brave.
How brave I am.
Our law enforcement. It's to praise law enforcement. While Kash Patel looks like he's deer in headlights while it's all going on. Looks like he was shitting his pants.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't even. Now they just have to deal with these accusations that, like, the security protocols were, like, not very good, and that's, like, how could the guy have even how could he have even gotten as far as he did? Blah blah blah. That kind of thing. It's like I don't know.
I mean, we've had presidents literally be killed by assassins. It's like William McKinley was fucking killed just by a guy running up to him. So I mean, I'm not sure if I really buy all that shit, but
Bro, he wants to show us.
But specifically for events like this, there's usually like way more security. And like a bunch of people have pointed out that for some reason they were just able to get really far in there without anybody asking them for IDs or anything, and blah blah blah.
And presumably, like, security is tighter now than it was in the days of William McKinley.
well, the technology might be better. I don't know that it's quite.
One could only assume that. How
Oh, okay. Here's one thing that Trump is trying to spin it in his favor on. He's now saying that like, this is why we need the ballroom on the White House.
There you go.
Security features and stuff. So he is using it to try to push
There you go.
fucking ballroom. But
Does Kash Patel have any actual? I haven't looked it up. Does he have any actual like experience and intelligence?
He was he was a public defender for a while, I believe.
Oh my god.
So like he probably has some interaction with police as a public defender.
I heard he has a serious drinking problem. Is that true?
Yes.
That's what they say.
and
Remember the days when you had to like fucking rise up the ranks of the fucking like CIA or something?
It's the age of nepotism, darling. The age
One
of
of those
nepotism.
agencies. And now it's like just like Trump.
There's no ladder anymore.
He literally
It's just like,
done
it's
this
just
fucking
like
people
Trump
in character.
appoints random fucking right-wing podcasters to be head of fucking agencies.
Dude, you know who's the most disappointing of them all, and who actually had like more experience pretty much than the rest of them did, is like Tulsi Gabbard. Like fuck Tulsi Gabbard, dude. She's got to be the worst among them because like she actually had military experience and political experience, and like was always running about like no new wars. Literally like sold merch of like opposing the Iran, going to war with Iran and stuff, and that's.
Give me the sign of the open eye, a riddle of shadows where whispers lie, the thorny thigh, the maddening cry. Open, open, open. I am awake, the serpent sheds. Do as thou wilt, as a god can. The eagle strikes with his jagged claw. The beasts emerge as the gods withdraw. A storm of silence, a broken I am born to death, reborn Neon skies where the starlight comes. Shadows whisper truths as the bassline drums. But will this fire unchained, untamed? No path is written, no soul is blamed. Thou hast no right but to do thy will. Feel the stars, let the silence fill your will. On its waves, it's alive, it's still. Deliver from the lust of the thrill. Echo shattered glass where the circuits glow. The clock ticks slow, but it doesn't show. No purpose, no tether, just a beat in sync. Every way perfect, on the edge, on the brink. No chains, no bars, just a void to fill. Every pulse, every spark is a perfect will. Thou hast no right but to do thy will. Feel the surge, let the silence fill your will. On its waves, it's alive, it's still. Deliver from the lust of the thrill. In the endless dark where the echoes play, no other shall say nay, no other shall stay. Through the wires, through the smoke, let it all decay. The will remains forever in the fray. heart's alive. No fear, no sin, no weight to bear. And the sweetness whispers everywhere. Sweetness of solitude fills my veins. Tread where rivers wash my chains. No need for gold, no need for fame. This quiet place, it knows my name. No fire burn like passion were. No losing through like hatred piled. This body aches, a cage of stone. Rest whispers soft, the only throne. Hunger's the beast, the sharpest sting. The body cries, its constant cling. But to truly see Nirvana awaits, it sets us free. Pain walks close, a shadowed friend. Each step we take, it will attend. But joy lies quiet, just out of view. A higher peak, a sky so blue. Feel the weight, feel it break. Every ache, every quake. Hunger's the beast, the sharpest sting. The body cries. no despair. Among the shadows, we shine so bright. We carry peace into the night. Happily there, we'll rise again. No hatred, no pain, no bitter end. Happily there, let the light begin. Among the broken, we'll mend Let us walk, let us heal, free from strife. No ailments cling, no weight on life. Among the weary, we'll stand tall. A gentle voice for one and all. Happily then, we'll rise again. No hatred, no pain, no bitter end. Happily then, let the light be light. Among the broken, we'll mend free from greed, we'll plant the seed. Among the hungry, we'll meet their needs. Let us live, let us live in love's quiet, endless sound. Happily we'll rise again. No hatred, no pain, no bitter end. Happily then, let the light begin. Among the broken, we'll mend Give me the sign of the open night. A riddle of shadows where whispers lie. The thorny thigh, the maddening cry. Open, be open, be open. I am
I joined the army. Now I get to wear this cool veteran hat. Okay, we're gonna continue reading a little bit. From my brother Severus to love my kin, and to love truth, and to love justice. Through him I learned to know Thracia, Helvidius, Cato, Dion, Brutus. From him I received the idea of a polity in which there is the same law for all, a polity administered with regard to equal rights and equal freedom of speech, and the idea of a kingly government which respects most of all the freedom of the governed. I learned from him also consistency and undeviating steadiness in my regard for philosophy, and a disposition to do good, and to give to others readily, and to cherish good hopes, and to believe that I am loved by my friends. And in him I observe no concealment of his opinions with respect to those whom he condemned, and that his friends had no need to conjecture what he wished or did not wish, but it was quite plain. From Maximus I learned self-government, and not to be led aside by anything, cheerfulness in all circumstances, as well as in illness, and a just admixture in the moral character of sweetness and dignity, and to do what was set before me without complaining. I observed that everybody believed that he thought as he spoke, and that in all that he did he never had any bad intention, and he never showed amazement and surprise, and was never in a hurry, and never put off doing a thing, nor was perplexed, nor dejected, nor did he ever laugh to disguise his vexation, nor on the other hand was he ever passionate or suspicious. He was accustomed to do acts of beneficence, and was ready to forgive, and was free from all falsehood, and he presented the appearance of a man who could not be diverted from right, rather than of a man who had been improved. I observed too that no man could ever think that he was despised by Maximus, or ever venture to think himself a better man. He had also the art of being humorous in an agreeable way. In my father I observed mildness of temper and unchangeable resolution in the things which he had determined after due deliberation, and no vainglory in those things which men call honors, and a love of labor and perseverance, and a readiness to listen to those who had anything to propose for the common weal, and undeviating firmness in giving to every man according to his deserts, and a knowledge derived from experience of the occasions for vigorous action and for remission. I observed that he had overcome all passions for boys, and he considered himself no more than any other citizen. From my brother Severus to love my kin. From my brother Severus to love my kin. Love truth, love justice. Through him and he released his friends from all obligation to sup with him, or to attend him of necessity when he went abroad. And those who had failed to accompany him, by reason of any urgent circumstances, always found him the same. I observed, too, his habit of careful inquiry in all matters of deliberation, and his persistency, and that he never stopped his investigation, through being satisfied with appearances which first present themselves, and that his disposition was to keep his friends, and not to be soon tired of them, nor yet to be extravagant in his affection, and to be satisfied on all occasions and cheerful, and to foresee things a long way off, and to provide for the smallest without display, and to check immediately popular applause and all flattery, and to be ever watchful over the things which were necessary for the administration of the empire, and to be a good manager of the expenditure, and patiently to endure the blame which he got for such conduct. And he was neither superstitious with respect to the gods, nor did he court men by gifts or by trying to please them, or by flattering the populace, but he showed sobriety in all things and firmness, and never any mean thoughts or action, nor love of novelty, and the things which conduce in any way to the commodity of life, and of which fortune gives an abundant supply, he used without arrogance and without excusing himself, so that when he had them, he enjoyed them without affectation, and when he had them not, he did not want them. No one could ever say of him that he was either a sophist, or a homebred flippant slave, or a pedant. Everyone acknowledged him to be a man ripe, perfect, above flattery, able to manage his own and other men's affairs. Besides this, he honored those who were true philosophers, and he did not reproach those who pretended to be philosophers, nor yet was he easily led by them. He was also easy in conversation, and he made himself agreeable without any offensive affectation. He took a reasonable care of his body's health, not as one who was greatly attached to life, nor out of regard to personal appearance, nor yet in a careless way, but so that through his own attention he very seldom stood in need of the physician's art, or of medicine or external applications. He was most ready to give away, without envy to those who possessed any particular faculty, such as that of eloquence or knowledge of the law, or of morals, or of anything else. And he released his friends from all obligation to sup with him, or to attend him of necessity when he went abroad. And those who had failed to accompany him, by reason of any urgent circumstance, he always found him the same.
The eagle strikes with its jagged claw.